And we've got
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Harden out there with Irving, and it's Durant. Then there's DeAndre Jordan, and it's Claxton in at the power forward position. And for the 76ers, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3 slot. Now here's Durant. On the wing, Irving. Defended by Thybulle. Irving misses. Now here's Thybulle. He's covered by Irving. Simmons on the wing. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Harden the pass to Irving. Back to Harden. Irving attacking. Outside for Durant. 6 to shoot. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Methodical and productive from mid-range. Few players in the NBA shoot it like Kevin Durant.
On the wing, Harris. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. And the shot goes in.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Harden. Fires it up. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Here's Claxton. Taps in, coming off the assist from KD.
That's one of the areas he's really improved. Durant's passing abilities have grown as his years in the league have grown.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing, and when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. And a change for the Nets. Green, he's checked in for Jordan. Back to Harden. And the pass to Claxton. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And a new group in for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. Brown is checked in for Irving. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. Now, here's Maxey. Pass to Scott. Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded closely. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And 1 step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul. Now here is Harris, defended by Milton. 6 on the shot clock.
And that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Here's Green. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Milton finds Curry. There's 57 seconds left here in the first quarter. And there it is for him.
Hey, when Seth Curry sees holes in the defense, he pounces on them.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Trailing by 4. The feed to Griffin. Back to Dinwiddie. Curry with the steal. And now Philadelphia on the break. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Boy, quick hands that time by Curry on the steal. And his team makes sure the turnover is not in vain.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Griffin passes to Dinwiddie. Banked in off the glass.
Boy, just a lovely dish by Griffin.
Philadelphia leading by 4. Knocks it loose. Maxey passes to Curry. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Curry's got his second basket.
So good at figuring out ways to get inside. Seth Curry working on improving this part of his game.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Naturally a ball-dominant player. James Harden talked to us.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big game.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the 76ers.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
They've got Tobias Harris, George Hill out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Howard in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Now here's Durant from 15 feet away. That one good for 2.
Well, that's virtually impossible to defend. I mean, with Durant's length, those long arms, and the high arcing shot that he shoots, the best you can do as a defender is challenge him and hope he misses.
Irving finds Jordan, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Green comes in for Hill, and Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Korkmaz. It's his first trip to the line.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
Here's KD after the Sixers pick up 2. Harden right side. Shot clock at 6. Embiid with the steal. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Brooklyn with the rebound. On the wing, Irving. Guarded by Simmons. And another turnover here by Brooklyn.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. So the wing on the left. Now Embiid. No points in the game yet for him. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Now, here is Harden. Right side, Irving to the paint, out to KD. Claxton the pass to KD. Count that one. KD's got 4 points now in the quarter.
KD's aggressive streak coming out on that play. He can mix it up with the big guys when he needs to.
Philadelphia leading by 6. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Harris drives in. Up and in on the layup. Harris has got 6. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
It's good. And the 76ers lead by 7.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Now, here is Irving. Here's Harden. Simmons with the defensive effort.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
And Durant sends it back.
KD's defense has really taken a huge step forward. I mean, excellent at blocking shots now, and he's a better help defender. Man, he's putting that reach to good use on the defensive end.
Maxey's checked in for Tobias Harris. Now, here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
And that's the trademark Griffin finish. Get in tight, elevate, and throw it down with authority. Big fella is a beast down low.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Dwight Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Mike Scott comes in for Ben Simmons. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Green. And it's Seth Curry in for Matisse Thybulle. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Green, and that one released in time, but no good. Thank you, David, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And Joel Embiid, the mega-talented center, he'll get into it with the opposition on and off.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Tobias Harris, he has really been playing well.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. We've got Harden. He's out there with Kyrie Irving. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the power forward. Irving dishes to Jordan. To the middle, the kick out to Irving. Durant against Simmons. KD passes to Claxton. Second shot opportunity. It's stolen by Green, and they're moving it up. And that one's good. Thibault. And the 76ers lead by 10.
Yeah, they call him Dancing Danny Green, and you can see why. Excellent offensive instincts there.
Jordan kicks to Irving. The Nets working the ball around now. Durant, the pass to Claxton. The kick out to Irving. No good on the triple. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Here's Simmons. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Excellent concentration that time by the 6'10" Simmons. Very good at completing these chances despite the defense's best efforts.
Korkmaz checked in for Philadelphia. Hill comes in for Matisse Thybulle. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Howard's checked in for Tobias Harris. Shake Milton comes in for Korkmaz. And Curry subbed in for George Hill. And a new group in for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Joe Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. Brown, he's checked in for Irving. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons. His age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
And so it's Brooklyn with it after the Sixers pick up 2. And they get it. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Outside, Green. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Boy, supported by great vertical explosiveness, Embiid continues to dominate as a rim protector.
Nets trail by 17. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Scotty's checked in for Joel Embiid, and Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. Now here's Griffin. Over Howard. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And that one's good. Maxey's got 6.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Curry against Dinwiddie. To the inside. Harris. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Harris has got his first basket.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by Philadelphia.
1:04 left in the third quarter. Pass to Curry. The pass to Milton. Baseline J on the way. Philadelphia with a new shot clock. And Curry has it in the corner. It's hauled in by Brown. Nets trail by 17. And an intentional foul right there. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Dwight Howard. Durant's checked in for Brooklyn. James Harden comes in for Harris. 24 seconds left here in the third quarter. Now the 76ers on the break. Now here's Maxey. 6 points for him. He kicks it to Curry. And he uses the glass on the layup. He has 6. He got it up. That one misses. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 19-point advantage. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Green. Then it's George Hill. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Korkmaz at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Now, here is Harden. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Fires from the wing. A second left. Jordan the pass to Claxton. Feeds to Irving. Durant with a wide open look. Sinks the triple. Durant's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for Brooklyn. You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Embiid, he's checked in for Harris. Howard comes in for Korkmaz. And Simmons subbed in for George Hill. And a change for the Nets. Harris is checked in.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time and the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
Now, here's Thibault. And they double up Embiid. It's stolen by Harris. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Irving from long range. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Outside Irving. There's the 3. Count the basket.
Well, the paint is Jordan's home turf now. He moves and shoots with real confidence inside.
Here's Thibault. Harris outside. Back to Thibault. Passes to Simmons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rejected by Harris. Left side Irving. 14 feet away. He feeds it to Harris. And stolen by Simmons. To the paint. Here's Thibault. He's off on that one. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. And there's the call on Howard. That'll be his second foul of the game. Green, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Green, he's checked in for the Nets. And they go to the intentional foul. And the 76ers making a change here. Howard's checked in.
Checking in for the 76ers.
Jordan finds Irving. Charity stripe shot. The second effort. Outside for KD. Pass to Green. The long distance 3 is buried.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
Now here's Simmons. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. 5 on the clock. Here's Howard, and the rejection by Harden. And here we go. Brooklyn, fast break. KD's got the ball. And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That's his first foul. Harris is checked in for Jeff Green. Harden kicks to Durant. And on the way from Irving for three. It's hauled in by Thibault.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Embiid drives in. Can't cash in from close range. Nets trail by 12. Left side, Jordan. Pass to KD. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Philadelphia.
Nope, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Joel Embiid.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker. And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Back to Durant for three. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn.
Well, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irvin has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here is Simmons. Jacks up a three. They get the rebound. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
An overhead look at downtown. And
hey, Kevin.
Thanks, D.A. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich out there with Young. And it's Capella in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's Green in at the 3 slot. Now, here is Young. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here. Greg, great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2 and you're 7'2, I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Now, here's Thybulle. Down low. That's good from Harris on the assist by Green.
With broad shoulders and a solid upper body strength. Now, Harris is lethal around the rim.
Young outside. Kicks it out to Collins. Fires the 3. He can't hit that time. So Philadelphia will take it the other way.
And it's crazy to think how soft a touch Embiid has on his shot. The league rarely sees a guy with his size have such a rhythmic form shooting.
Yeah, and Embiid has always been comfortable shooting outside. Not the best percentages from deep, but enough to keep defenders honest. His touch shows up most when he goes into his post fake. You better stay with Simmons, especially on the break. He's dangerous. He leaks out, and he's going to cash in.
Now, here is Young. Embiid with the steal. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. And slam dunk by Harris.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Young dishes to Bogdanovich. They need this. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
The defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
And slam dunk by Harris.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, we got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Hill's checked in. Then for the Hawks, Reddish, he's checked in for Hunter. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdanovich. And it's blocked by Simmons.
The reach of Simmons, I mean, coming into play on these blocks, you got to be careful shooting around this guy.
Embiid trying to break loose. Shots good by Simmons. Simmons got 6.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. Then for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Alinari comes in for John Collins. And it's Williams in for Trae Young. Here's Curry, following the score by Lou Williams. Curry passes to Howard. Scott with the ball. Williams picks him up. No one near Curry as he lets it go. And it's Howard finishing it off.
You need an army to keep Howard away from the basket. He's so superb at snatching up offensive rebounds.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Okongwu. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Here's Philadelphia. A 14-2 run over the last bit. Outside for Curry. To the left wing. Now, here's Maxey. Defense is right there, and they pick up 2.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Williams against Curry. And it's sent back by Howard.
Howard, one of the most feared rim protectors in the league.
Tony Snell's checked in for Kevin Huerter. 51 seconds left to play in the first. Williams, count it.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Curry. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Excellent D there from Williams. The Hawks trail by 12. Here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
Oh, great feed by Snell. I mean, using that experience he's gained in this league to see the court well.
And here's Maxey. 12 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Outside Curry. Just 5 to shoot. No good on that one. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. 76ers lead by 10. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Showing no mercy right now. The shooters look frustrated seeing so many of their shots get stifled.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Reddish out there, Gallinari. Then it's Okongwu. Then it's Williams. And it's Snell in at the 2-guard spot. Got that bucket in no time at all. Simmons got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Philadelphia. Williams dishes to Reddish. Got a piece of it. Inside. Simmons pulls it in. And so Green will bring it up for the 76ers. Well, many question the selection of Reddish in the draft. Pundits thought he had red flags. But, Greg, he developed nicely over his first season in the league.
You know, Reddish caught up to the speed of the NBA, found his shot, and started to play with confidence. Sometimes it takes a little time for young guys to adjust.
Kept alive. Here's Okongwu. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Atlanta shooting their first free throws of the game. And some changes here for the 76ers. Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Harris comes in for Maxey. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Korkmaz. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. John Collins, he's checked in for Gallinari. Hunter comes in for Reddish. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Tony Snell. And Trae Young subbed in for Williams.
Well, despite that possession, something that I've liked is they've been under control while getting out in this lead. They've kept those turnovers down.
Atlanta making a switch here. Capella's checked in. Now, here's Bogdanovich. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And it's blocked by Simmons. Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. On defense, Philadelphia leading by 12. And he gets it to go. Young's got his first points in this one.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively, hard to close off the lane.
The pass to Green. Back to Thybulle. Simmons on the wing. And they call an illegal screen here.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
The Hawks trail by 10. Young looking around. Over Simmons. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Embiid. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Trae Young. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks. Hill, he's checked in for Danny Green. The Hawks trail by 10. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Hawks passing it around. The lead now cut to single digits.
And with good height for a wing player, Gallinari gives defenders problems down low.
Outside Curry. Pass to Howard. It's stolen by Reddish. One-on-one here. And it's sent back by Howard. Now here's Milton. T right on him. Scott kicks to Milton. Curry looking around. Gallinari with the steal. And now here comes Okongwu leading the break. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part. They are just killing him on the interior.
The 76ers leading by 6. Here's Maxey. Makes it off the glass. Maxey's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Scott against Gallinari. Pass to Herter. Over Maxey. Rebound by the 76ers. Howard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Scott the pass to Maxey. Shot clock at 5. And stolen by Okongwu. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. No good with the layup. Here's Maxey. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers holding on to an...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson. Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. And Tobias Harris, a player that can... And that's a wrap. With the 3rd quarter approaching...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You look at Ben Simmons in this game. He's been everywhere.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
The blocks are impressive, no doubt, but his intimidation factor actually prevents certain shots from ever being taken at all.
Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3. That's the group on the 4 for Philadelphia.
Wow. Taking whatever he sees in the pick and roll. Simmons, you got to respect how assured he is. And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Now, here's Thibault. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Embiid kicks to Thibault. Clock at 6. Here's Harris. He's looking for Embiid and finds him.
And see, Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, Gio. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
I love when guys are alert and aware. Great job to prevent the first offense.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Now, here is Young. He has 6. Off target with his 3.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Green, and the layup is good. And now it's a 12-point 76ers lead.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
Young outside. From past the arc. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. The 76ers leading by 12. Harris kicks to Thibault. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
That's just a needless giveaway. You got to make the defense work for their turnovers.
Korkmaz checked in for Philadelphia. Hill comes in for Ben Simmons. Tony Snell's checked in for the Hawks. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That is his first foul of the game. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for the Hawks. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Snell dishes to Collins. The putback, it's good on the putback.
The workhorse on the glass. Capella ready to pounce on misses as soon as the shot goes up.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Alinari comes in for Collins. Reddish, he's checked in for Hunter. Lou Williams is subbed in for Tony Snell. Atlanta calls timeout. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these 2 teams in that area.
Now, here's Milton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Tries it from the top of the key. And there's Howard. That's good on the assist by Curry. Howard's got the lead up to 14 now for Philadelphia. Williams against Curry. Williams passes to Gallinari. The shot by Okongwu, no good. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Just 4 points, that's all they've given up here in the second half.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Williams, following the basket by Dwight Howard. Gallinari.
And when Gallinari is healthy, he's such an effective player. I mean, a skilled shooter who really helps to space the floor for his team.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you look at his numbers from last year, 89% from the line, so hard to ask for much more than that. Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Williams against Hill. Now here's Embiid. He's tightly guarded. Again, Philadelphia.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Williams against Hill. Williams can't hit. And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass to Hill. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Here is Hill. And stolen by Hunter. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Trae Young is out there with Tony Snell. Then there's Hunter. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward.
Oh, that break started by Bogdanovich, the Serbian, with the steal and the first pass.
Now Simmons. Ibo on the wing. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Dwight Howard's checked in for the 76ers. Atlanta also making some changes here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Collins comes in for Tony Snell. Lou Williams is subbed in for Trae Young. Now here's Simmons. 6 to shoot. And Simmons slams it in.
Look at that burst of speed. Look how well Simmons used that to get to the lane he wanted to get to the rim. You're going to pay for it.
Williams kicks to Okongwu. Bogdanovich inside, guarded by Embiid. Philadelphia leading by 16. Simmons with it. On the wing, Harris. Now here's Embiid. And there's the feed to Simmons. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
To the middle, here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And don't sleep on Williams' ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
And there's the pass to Thibault. Back to Simmons. And he comes up with the deuce. Simmons got 6 points in the quarter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Looking to get it going. It's Williams with the drive. He lays it in.
And such a nimble ball handler. Williams makes quick work of getting down the lane, and he'll drive all night long if they let it.
Now, here's Thibault. And here is Howard. Rebounded by the Hawks. Outside, Bogdanovich. And Collins gets double-teamed. There's the triple. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
Well, he's a real menace underneath. Once Simmons gets established position, you basically have to whack him.
And the 76ers making a change here. Green's checked in. Then for the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. Young is subbed in for Lou Williams. Now, here's Young, and finished off by Collins.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
To the paint, Thibault kicks to Green. And here's Simmons for three. It's rebounded by Herter.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Philadelphia.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Ben Simmons.
He came out and let everyone know that points would be hard to come by with the way he swatted away shots and protected the rim. Clearly a foul.
Both good from the line that time.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
Now here's Simmons. Pass to Thibault. Simmons working it over. And Simmons slams it in.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
Now, here is Young. The three ball. Knocks down the three ball.
The most lethal part of Young's game. His outside shot is often on the money.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. They get it again. Embiid, the pass to Thibault. The three-pointer, no good. One-on-one here. Here's Herter. The offensive rebound, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
I mean, and really major props to Capella for reading shot angles so well. His timing on these putback slams couldn't be any better.
So the 76ers win it. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage. An overhead look at downtown. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the threesome. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton finds Holiday. Both teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
Pass to Harris. It's all about Antetokounmpo. Pass break, Milwaukee. Rejected by Harris. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
I'm amazed at Simmons' athletic ability. He moves so fluidly for someone that size.
Curry against Holiday. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
I don't know if Drew Holiday's an underrated player, but he certainly is underappreciated with the way he can go at you as a two-way guy. He can score, and he can also guard positions 1 through 4.
Now here's Curry. Basket counts.
And really, that's what you want every time down the floor. A simple, high-percentage shot.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Lopez outside. But they'll get another chance. And Joel Embiid pulls it down.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Bucks have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Holiday attacking. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. Great positioning on the putback. DiVincenzo's got his second basket.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Now here's Simmons. Good D by Giannis.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
And hit on the way up. Embiid's strong physically, but also mentally able to keep his focus. And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself. Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And the 76ers with some changes. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Green, and George Hill's subbed in for Curry. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for the Bucks. Now here is Holiday. He feeds it to Forbes. Holiday dishes to Middleton. It's stolen by Harris. And now the 76ers on the break. They swipe it. Lopez with the ball. Now guarded by Simmons. Here's Giannis. Lopez finds Holiday. Lopez against Embiid. And the dunk by Lopez.
Lopez at that size has no trouble throwing it down.
And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Howard's checked in for Embiid. Mike Scott comes in for Harris. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Hill. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Good on the shot.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Now, here's Tucker. Fires the three. No good on the shot. The 76ers trail by 5. A shot by Milton, no good. Milwaukee's gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And Tucker kicks to Connaughton. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Here's Max. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
1 second left. Oh, to beat the clock. God, what a play!
That is...
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many...
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And, Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the 76ers. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Howard. Then there's Maxey. And it's Milton in at the 2 guard. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Bryn Forbes. Just 5 on the clock. And Middleton kicks to Connaughton. Second chance shot. Portis finds DiVincenzo. Now Tucker to the left side wing. Portis off target from outside.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Passes it to Howard. And stolen by Portis. Jumps up. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
The pass to Maxey. Thybulle with the ball. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Bucks leading by 7. From deep. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Harris is checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Green comes in for Korkmaz. Curry's checked in for Shake Milton. And it's Hill in for Maxey. Tucker can't get it to go.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Simmons comes in for George Hill. Embiid against Holiday. Middleton for 3. That shot off the mark. And Philadelphia the other way now. Here's Curry, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Philadelphia shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
So he gets them both.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Pass to Holiday. Lopez outside for 3. Middleton drops in the tray. Middleton's got his first 3 points of the game.
Tough to contest when a guy that size can get the shot off that quickly. Middleton with a nice quick release.
It's Curry with the drive. Rebounded by the Bucks. 1:24 left here in the second. Holiday against Embiid. Holiday the pass to Giannis. Lopez kicks to Giannis. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots the 3. They get it back. Pass to DiVincenzo. Over in the corner. Antetokounmpo. And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That's his first foul. .59 seconds left in the first half. Simmons against Giannis. Lopez passes to Middleton. Clock is at 3. And another shot. They get a hand on it. And stolen by Harris.
That's an awkward pass to try to make on the interior.
And the rejection by Giannis. Here's DiVincenzo. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Simmons dishes to Curry. The 76ers again can't hit it. Bucks leading by 8. And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. And the layup's good off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got his first points of the game.
As Giannis has grown in his physical stature, widening those shoulders, having more strength, these are the kind of plays that make all that hard work pay off.
Near the 3-point line, it's DiVincenzo. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a... Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. It's Milwaukee with the advantage at the half. They lead by 10. And you, big fella, let's go. And that's...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Nice game. Great performance by Donte DiVincenzo.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Middleton improving his game, improving his confidence, coming back after injury, and working to become better.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Embiid kicks to Curry. Simmons against Giannis. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. DiVincenzo passes to Middleton. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level. And his tonight has been high.
And remember now, Embiid lost 20 pounds during the summer of 19. There, looking light on his feet in transition.
And there's the call on Curry. That's foul number 2 for him. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Donte DiVincenzo. Middleton for 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 6th rebound on the night. No one near Curry as he lets it go. And the three off target.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Danny Green. And it's Shake Milton in for Seth Curry. Milwaukee also making some changes. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Chris Middleton. Hill, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Passes it to Milton. Embiid kicks to Milton. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Mike Scott comes in for Joel Embiid. And Maxey subbed in for Hill. Forbes can't get it to go.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
And they're on the break. The Bucks keep it going. A new 14-second clock. And there's a foul. Will go on Shake Milton. That'll be his second foul of the game. On defense, the 76ers down by 12. There's the pass to Connaughton. Another shot.
Like to work for Dwight on that play. Some good attention on that defensive possession.
Thybulle, the pass to Milton. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Bucks leading by 13. Here's Forbes. Can't hit from the elbow.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Connaughton passes to Tucker. Defended by Thybulle. And Tucker kicks to Forbes. Just 2 to shoot. That 3 off the mark.
And he has not made 1 shot in this one. Has to be on his mind every time he's pulling up.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. First one falls for him. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Tobias Harris comes in for Scott. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Hill in for Maxey. Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Giannis kicks to Holiday. 56 seconds left in the third. And he makes good on the layup.
That's a great drive from Drew Holiday, using that blazing speed to his advantage.
Outside Hill. On the wing, Harris, guarded by Holiday. And slam dunk by Harris.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Feeds to Middleton. Moves back up. And the shot is long.
He'd love to make him pay for giving up that wide open jumper. Just unable to do so.
Embiid, the pass to Hill. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Harris outside. Shot clock at 6. Yep, that one goes in there. Harris has got 4 this quarter.
Well, Tobias can take you off the bounce. He has that strong face-up game and creates offense that time.
Embiid with the steal, and so it's Milwaukee, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The incredible Simmons and Embiid down low. Curry is out there with George Hill, and it's Green in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
I'd like to see George Hill distribute to his teammates a heads-up play there.
Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Antetokounmpo up top, guarded by Simmons. The kick out to Holiday. And the rejection by Embiid.
Length plus agility, great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it.
Yep, that one goes.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
And the 76ers making a change here. Harris is checked in. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Lopez with the block.
Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame. A smart block, if you will.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Kicks to Harris. 5 on the clock. Over Holiday.
Well, some credit to Holiday there on the defensive end. Hand up to contest the shot.
DiVincenzo. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Embiid inside, defended by Middleton. Embiid, no good. Bucks leading by 3. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the 76ers making a change here. Howard's checked in, and Milwaukee also making a switch. Tucker's checked in, and Holiday kicks to Middleton. And Curry pulls it down.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for that.
Here's Howard, and he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And the dunk by Embiid.
And passes like that demonstrate the winning mindset Simmons has. A guy that wants to get his team involved.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. And the layup falls. And the Bucks lead by 3.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Curry passes to Embiid. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength, Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
Here's Giannis. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Howard can't hit. Bucks have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one made. It's good.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is a star in this league, and more the team trusts him in those moments.
Simmons with it. And Simmons slams it in.
Love Simmons commands the ball, especially in the big moment.
Bucks have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And that one's good by Giannis.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
The 76ers trail by 3. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Howard dishes to Simmons. That shot misses. The Bucks go the other way with it. And there's a call on Tobias Harris. That'll be his second foul of the game. Green, he's checked in for Philadelphia. 1:04 left in the fourth. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Now, on to Gumbo. Gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Well, a little bit each year, Giannis gets fouled at a higher and higher clip. That shows about how much more aggressive and how much more confident and how much more usage he's had through his first few seasons.
Outside Curry. A 3. Second chance shot. It counts. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And there is no back down in Joel Embiid. He is ready to rise to the occasion in the big moment.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. It drops. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Just 5 to shoot. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. It's in!
Big-time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
Timeout called, the 76ers. They're down by 3. 3 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And they need a 3 to tie. But look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbound, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The activity in front of the Brooklyn. Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's Green in at the small forward. And for the Nets, we've got Harden. Griffin is out there with Durant. Then there's Harris. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Durant. Passes it to Dinwiddie. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Indoors tonight, two experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game, so let's see how this plays out.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Here's Embiid, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And with an expanding skill set, Embiid is able to hit shots from all over the court.
Harden dishes to Dinwiddie. Now the pass to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Simmons passes to Harris. Chalk up two there.
And difficult to convert in the face of that kind of D. Harris isn't afraid to take the tough shots and never has been. And Doris, make no mistake about it, Spencer Dinwiddie is looking to score. An instant offense type of player.
And Spencer Dinwiddie knows what his role is, and he plays it perfectly. He can go a little hot and cold for stretches, but he doesn't let it affect him. Dinwiddie's always going to provide that offensive punch that's so critical for you.
Here is Harden after Ben Simmons' bucket. Harden the pass to KD. Here's the three. It's hauled in by Harris.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That's his first foul. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Harden finds Griffin. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Harden outside. The three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Pass to Thybulle. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Harden. Harris kicks to Harden. Feeds it to Durant. Pocket six. For three, Harris. Outside, KD. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Well, listen, you do the best you can to make Kevin Durant take tough shots. But this guy, lightning quick release, unbelievable shooter, so hard to guard him.
Now, here's Thybulle. Back to Simmons. Up and in on the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here is Harden after Ben Simmons' bucket. Here's Durant, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, Kevin Durant is used to absorbing contact on the way up, and when he's this deep, it really puts the defense in a bind.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Now, here's Milton. Defense right on him. Got a piece of it, and they're able to recover. Howard, good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Irving finds Durant. Lets the three fly. Buries the long-range jumper. Durant's got 7 points in the game.
Well, Kevin Durant is a dead-eye sniper, right? He takes pleasure in putting it to the defense from there.
Pass to Scott. Curry with it. Now Green defending. Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Brown outside. Irving attacking, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
But just a spectacular display of ball handling from Kyrie, opening up the look there. Many believe he might have the best handle in the game.
Now, here's Maxey. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Back to Curry. And he banks in the layup.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Now Kevin Durant. He's got 7. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. 76ers lead by 3. And it seems like players are constantly changing teams.
As a team, as a unit, as a roster, we've had
Greg Dinwiddie, one of those players who seems to adapt to any situation.
I mean, he's versatile, total team player, will do whatever is asked of him. He's really emerged after being picked in the 2nd round a few years ago.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle. Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
Well, this has been one of the staples of Dwight Howard's game. Get on the glass on the offensive end and finish it.
KD looking around. Dinwiddie passes to KD. And a miss there on the triple.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Oh, and the jam by Bent. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. Green, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Simmons inside, guarded by Harden. And Simmons slams it in.
I'm amazed at Simmons' athletic ability. He moves so fluidly for someone that size.
Griffin dishes to Green, and it's Green with the jam.
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Back to Simmons. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one. How the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. Just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Here's Maxey. Great D that time from Green. And so Brown will bring it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 7. Irving can't get it to go.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here. And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
76ers have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Outside Curry. Out to the right wing. Howard kicks to Scott. Philadelphia moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock.
2 minutes.
Here's Curry, and it's blocked by Jordan.
Boy, the wingspan of DeAndre Jordan. This guy sends it back with a message.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Back to Irving. Fires from deep. No good there. And Philadelphia the other way now.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of. And then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
Irving passes to Brown. There's 45 seconds left in the first half of the game. Curry against Irving. The putback. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. And Durant subbed in for Luwawu. Philadelphia also making some changes. Harris is checked in for Mike Scott. Korkmaz comes in for Maxey. And it's Hill in for Curry. Korkmaz grabs the miss.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Irving with the ball. And the call will be against Harris. That is his first foul of the game. For Brooklyn, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
Yeah, and at this point of the game.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. The period came to a close with them holding. And
we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
We've got Durant. He's out there with Griffin. Harden out there with Harris. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now here's Dinwiddie. Puts it up from 17. Count it. And the 76ers lead has been cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Durant.
Boy, do not fall asleep on Kevin Durant. Catch and shoot, forget about it.
Outside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Harden kicks to Harris. Back to Harden. 6 to shoot. And he slams it down right on top of Joel Embiid.
And on any given play, Kabir can take your breath away. He's just got that flair for the spectacular.
In the corner, it's Harris. The drive by Simmons. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Howard's checked in for Green. Outside, KD. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. Harden finds Griffin. Dinwiddie outside. Harden with it. Cloak loose. Back to Dinwiddie. Dishes to Harris. The Nets working the ball around now. Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down to 6 in the bucket from Dinwiddie.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
And again, it's Ben Simmons. Simmons got 18 points in the game.
I admire Simmons' ability inside. That's where he's an elite finisher.
Harden the pass to KD. From deep. And he's good on the 3-ball. He's got 12.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
Here's Simmons. 18 points for him. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Brown, he's checked in for Harris. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. Good.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Harden against Curry. Here's Irving. Again, the Nets for 2. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did, too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Scott the pass to Howard. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And now a 9-point Philadelphia lead. 34 seconds left to play in the third. And the wide open shot from Green. The three-pointer off the mark. The 76ers have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Outside for Curry. He dishes it to Howard. And that one, good. Howard's got the lead up to 11 now for the 76ers.
When you think of Seth Curry, you're thinking shooting. But there, what a pretty pass to find the open man.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Taking a look at the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Korkmaz is out there with Hill, and it's Green in at the small forward. Here's Griffin, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Hill.
A tenacious forward with high energy. It's clear that Griffin is still capable of throwing down a double-double.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Korkmaz, and Simmons subbed in for Hill. And here now is Thybulle. Harris outside. And slam dunk by Harris.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Irving passes to KD. In the corner, it's Harris. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Harris has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Green. Down low. On the wing, Harris. He's covered by Irving. And the basket by Harris. Harris has got 4 points now in the quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Now Irving. The pass to Dinwiddie. It's hauled in by Thybulle.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Harden in for Dinwiddie. On the wing, Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
That's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Durant way outside. But they recover it. Jordan kicks to Durant. Harden surveying the D, and he commits the intentional foul. Dwight Howard's checked in for the 76ers. Simmons against Harden. Pass to Durant. Fires for 3. 4 on the shot clock. Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Harden.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
Outside, Simmons. Pass to Embiid. And it's blocked by Jordan. For the Nets, this one not looking good. Left side, KD. Harris dishes to Durant. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by Joel Embiid. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. Howard, the pass to Thybulle. And there's the call on Durant. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. So for the Nets, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving.
Blake Griffin.
Simmons against KD. The 76ers with another miss. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Philadelphia.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Ben Simmons.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy, in attack mode all evening.
Disappointing day for him. Let's see if they go down with a fight.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
Kicks it out to Harden, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
76ers ball.
And so here is Philadelphia. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. A solid win on the road for them.
welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Our setting tonight with the lights of downtown Atlanta shining in the background. Well, hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Much needed indeed, David. Thank you. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big man up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victory.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. And for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich out there with Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. Embiid with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich with the shot. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Offensively, we see Embiid all over the floor, but inside is where he can really utilize that size.
Now, here's Collins. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. That one drops for him.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Here's Green. Here's Harris. 5 to shoot. Pass to Thybulle. Simmons on the wing. 76ers moving the ball around. A second chance effort, and it's laid up and in by Harris.
High percentage look for Harris. He becomes more and more efficient offensively.
Young passes to Bogdanovich. Pass to Hunter. Outside Collins. Out to the wing. Hunter kicks to Collins. Young inside. Simmons is there. Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds. And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
Hunter, the pass to Young. Collins wide open. He fires. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Simmons looking it over. No good that time. The Hawks leading by 4. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. And there's Gallinari on the assist by Okongwu.
So much of his offense is perimeter oriented. Good to see Gallinari attack inside.
1:39 left in the first quarter. Here's Milton. Sinks that one from the post. The Hawks have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Williams dishes to Reddish. That's tipped. Curry against Williams. Yep, it counts.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Gallinari outside. There's a minute left to play in the first. Shot from the wing. Kept alive by Atlanta. This is his first free throw of the game.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities. And Kevin Huerter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
Here's Williams. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Here's Snell. Dwight Howard grabs the board. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Trailing by 2. Offensive rebound. Howard can't tie it up as that one's no good.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
And Okongwu slams it in.
Yeah, credit Herter. Recognizes where the help is coming from. Finds the open man.
Here's Curry. And so the first quarter is in the books. Bucks ahead, up 4. And we'll be back. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed the scrutiny that put.
For me, it comes with.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
You can do everything else right, but if you fail to take care of the defensive glass, you're killing your chances.
Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. Then there's Tony Snell. Then it's Williams. And it's Herter in at the shooting guard position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. And that one's good, Simmons.
And guys, it's just beautiful watching Simmons in screen and roll situations. A manipulative master when it comes to tearing apart the defense.
Here's Herter. That one's not going to go. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Back to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Throw it down, young fella. Simmons is explosive and without a doubt one of my favorite dunkers.
Outside Williams. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter. 76ers trailing. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Then for the 76ers, Scotty's checked in for Ben Simmons. Jake Milton comes in for Korkmaz. And Maxey's subbed in for Hill. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
And there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. The pass to Simmons. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's Capella. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme.
And slam dunk by Harris.
He's a fluid athlete who knows what he's doing. Nice finish by Tobias Harris in transition.
Young pass to Collins. Now Capella kicks it out to Bogdanovich. The Hawks again can't hit. Bogdanovich again. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes it.
Outside Collins. Young outside. Capella trying to free himself up. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Atlanta making a switch here. Reddish is checked in. That's good from Young. And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
And that's an intentional foul. The Hawks have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. That free throw good from Young.
One thing you can say about Trae Young, he leaves a huge imprint on any basketball game he plays.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
And oh boy, a lot of contact. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Alinari comes in for Collins. Kevin Huerter, he is checked in for DeAndre Hunter. Lou Williams is subbed in for Young. Here's Huerter. Back to Gallinari. And Gallinari throws it down.
Leaving no doubt about that one. Gallinari active, getting to the rim.
Maxey passes to Milton. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Milton's got 6 points.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Trae Young.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jets. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. They're in good position. And that does it for our...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle, and it's Green in at the 3. Howard's checked in for Danny Green. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. That wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
And here we go. Harris heading to the hoop. And Simmons slams it in. And the 76ers lead by 2.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. And Young kicks to Hunter. Over Howard. Outside Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 5. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And it's Capella missing. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Tony Snell's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. A tight game here in Atlanta. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
And really, Simmons is nearly impossible to contain when he's sprinting to the hoop. An athletic behemoth who causes defenders fits.
Young inside. Guarded by Simmons.
They saw what the defense was willing to give up, and they seized that opportunity.
Harris outside. Embiid finds Simmons. Yes! And the foul. It's going to be on Trae Young.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Korkmaz, he's jacked in for Matisse Thybulle. And George Hills subbed in for Dwight Howard. To the inside, Okongwu. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams.
And give Sweet Luke credit. Turns down his own shot because his teammate has a better one.
Passes to Embiid. And Embiid thumbs it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And an intentional foul right there. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. And here's Reddish. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Again, the Hawks score.
Creative with the ball. Reddish will only get better and better operating out of the pick and roll.
Curry against Williams. And the basket by Curry.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
In this half, a more entertaining one. The pace is picked up, tougher defense, better ball movement.
Gallinari outside for 3. Doesn't go that time. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Here's Curry. Rebound, Atlanta.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
And Herter gets it to go.
A nice option on the break. We know Herter can shoot it, but he also has the size to attack the rim.
Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded closer. Outside Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Howard trying to free himself up. Tries again. Okongwu grabs the board.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
The Atlanta making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Gallinari. And Tony Snell subbed in for Williams.
That's Kevin Herter's bread and butter, where he shot 42% from beyond the arc his sophomore year in college.
35 seconds left to play in the third. Harris outside. It's back to Hill. And he converts the layup. And the 76ers lead by 1.
George Hill saw the opportunity, got right to the cup.
Young against Hill. Now Young. And it's good, 2 points. Young's got 4 points this quarter. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Hawks shooting and offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. And it's Williams at the guard position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Harris, right side. Got a hand on it. Okongwu kicks to Reddish. Hill against Williams. That one falls.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. Hill passes to Embiid. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And who draws more fouls than Embiid? Very few players, if any. Too much size and really too much skill to defend.
And the 76ers with some changes. Curry comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Ben Simmons in for Hill. Outside Williams. Here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
It's tough to stop Cam on the drive. He's so fluid and coordinated.
And now we've got the intentional foul. And the 76ers call time here. Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. It means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
And the 76ers call time here. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. And it's Simmons penetrating. It's stolen by Capella. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Young against Simmons. It's stolen by Green.
You know, as this game has gone along, his concentration has...
Oh, that was something else!
A 3-and-D player. That break started by Danny Green's awareness on the defensive end, creating the turnover.
Hunter with it, picked up by Harris. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Hunter with it. He's against Green. And the dunk by Capella.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved.
Outside, Simmons. And he lays it straight in. Simmons got 22 points.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Collins. 2 free throws coming. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The Hawks leading by 3. Down low. Good on the bucket. Bogdanovich has got 4 points in the quarter.
Nice pass by DeAndre, a team-oriented player who puts winning over individual stats and success.
Inside, Young with the steal. Fast break, the Hawks. The Hawks working the ball around. Collins against Howard, and he uses the glass on the layup. Collins has got the lead up to 7 now for the Hawks.
Fantastic move by John Collins. If you give him an opening, he will attack off the bounce.
Here's Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
And you can see the determination in Howard's eyes. He relishes the opportunity to provide big baskets like that one.
Young outside. Kicks it out to Collins. From outside, off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And 1:01 left to play in the final quarter. Young looking it over. Collins with it, and it's Howard picking him up, and the dunk by Capella.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
50 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Outside Curry. Off target from three-point range. And Collins has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. It's a 5-point game. Young for 3. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
No good from Howard. Young. From deep three-point range, no good. And so the Hawks take the win. All right, David. and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Seth Curry, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center position. For both teams tonight, Clark, unbelievable talent up front.
Agreed. And, you know, in the trenches, in the paint is where this one's going to be decided. It's going to be won or lost there, and that's not something we say very often in this day and age with the three-point shooting, the small ball, the spacing of the floor, the pick-and-roll action. It'll be different tonight.
And here is Simmons following the three-pointer by Chris Middleton. Out left to the wing. Back to Simmons. And the basket is good.
It's really hard to say too much about Simmons. I mean, bouncing off defenders like they're not even there.
Outside Holiday. And the pass to Middleton. Giannis outside. Shot clock at 6. And Giannis throws it down.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
Simmons looking it over. Pass to Curry. Simmons passes to Embiid. Over Lopez. Bank shot, no good.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Holiday gets the bucket.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Now here's Simmons. They get a hand on it. Here's Harris. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Bucks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got his second bucket.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Right side, Green. Stolen by Middleton. Now the Bucks moving it up. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Danny. Oh, the power on that threw down.
And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Mike Scott comes in for Simmons, and Maxey subbed in for George Hill. The 76ers trail by 7. Passes it to Scott. To the paint, here's Milton, and that one is hammered home.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
We've got 1:18 left in the first. Maxey passes to Howard. Now here's Milton. He's covered closely.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Milwaukee leading by 5. And 1:01 left to play here in the first. And Tucker kicks to Forbes. Lays it up off the glass.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Milton, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Bobby Portis. And this is his second trip to the line in the game. And he knocks down the first one. And the Bucks making a change here. Middleton's checked in. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Korkmaz checked in for Mike Scott. The Bucks have gotten off to a tremendous start. 7 of 7 here in the first quarter. Here is Forbes. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And here's Maxey. Seconds left, and the layup is good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. The Bucks on top, up 5. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo had...
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me. I'm able to know where my team...
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
They've got Dante DiVincenzo. Brook Lopez is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard position. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. On the clock, here's Tucker, and the rejection by Embiid.
Boy, supported by great vertical explosiveness, Embiid continues to dominate as a rim protector.
And the Bucks with some changes. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker, and it's Holiday in for Pat Connaughton. And the 76ers also making a change. Hill's checked in. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Green dishes to Simmons. Harris against Holiday. Lopez with the steal. And here we go. Holiday heading to the hoop. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
He's an explosive, athletic guard. And I tell you, the coaching staff must love watching Holiday in the open court.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Harris against Middleton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Middleton's got 5. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys. There are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. Middleton up top, guarded by Harris, and stolen by Harris. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. They blow the whistle. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Bobby Portis is checked in for the Bucks. Bryn Forbes comes in for Chris Middleton. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Harris. Simmons against Giannis. The drive by Simmons. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Giannis. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. And Middleton subbed in for Bryn Forbes. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Howard against Holiday. Clock at 4. Here's DiVincenzo. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. The 76ers trail by 3. Pass to Embiid. 1:06 left now here in the second. Lopez with the block.
Lopez showing off the length there to get to that shot.
Giannis with it.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
The Bucks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Scotty's checked in for Philadelphia. Shake Milton comes in for Ben Simmons.
Yeah, Antetokounmpo has really learned how to get himself to the foul line. It's one of the easiest ways to score the ball. He gets to the stripe at a higher clip with each passing year.
Low block shot on the way. Here's Howard. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
And the Bucks making a change here. Tucker's checked in.
You know what? Still a consistent double-double threat every game is Howard, wanting to prove how valuable he is.
Forbes the pass to Tucker. 26 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Portis. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis. The 76ers have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Now, here's Maxey. High, arcing shot. That will count. Doesn't go for him. Tie game in Milwaukee. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to... And that'll...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. An exceptional performance from Drew Holiday.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And so in the game for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3. Now Simmons. Harris with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Lays it up and banks it in. Harris has got it all tied up now for the 76ers.
Boy, this is the threat that Harris poses now. He's a scorer from every level. Inside, three-point land, and at the rim.
Middleton can't get it to go. Philadelphia shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%, taken away by Holiday. Out in his own on the break. Here's DiVincenzo, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
And stolen by DiVincenzo. Kicks it down to Middleton. Back to Giannis. From deep. And Middleton, the basket on the assist from Antetokounmpo. Middleton's got 8.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Curry is inside. Defended by DiVincenzo. And they'll keep possession. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Embiid.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here. A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector. Discourages inside attempts at a high rate. Clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too.
Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Portis finds Tucker. The pass to Forbes. Let's go. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And the Bucks lead by 3.
Like the assertiveness, and that comes from having the green light to shoot off the pass. And Forbes, one of the very best shooters off the pass or dribble.
And it's Hill penetrating, makes it off the glass. Hill's got his first 2 points.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Portis with it, and it's Howard picking him up. Pass to Tucker, 6 on the shot clock. Here's Connaughton. Dwight Howard pulls it in. The 76ers have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. And that one's good. Korkmaz.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
And the call will be against George Hill. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams changing it up here. 1:02 left in the third quarter. Middleton, the pass to Portis. That one off the back iron and out.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Here's Milton. The rebound by the Bucks.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Boy, Tucker ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
Now, here's Maxey, guarded by Holiday. And Holiday with a clear path to the hoop. Finished off the break. And now a 3-point Bucks lead.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Milton the pass to Maxey. To shoot. Banked in off the glass. Maxey's got his second basket of the game.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Bucks lead by 1. And we'll get... And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And Embiid gets it to go.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
To the middle. Holiday against Curry. And Embiid with the block. Here's Harris. Makes it off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 1. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the 76ers?
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Hill. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Simmons putting his outstanding athleticism to use on that drive. A remarkable penetrator who knows exactly how to carve up the defense.
Here's Holiday, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
And matchups, it's really what it's all about, and these two teams are really equal.
A little over a minute and a half of the 4th quarter gone now. Here's Simmons. And they double up Simmons. On the wing, Harris. Clock at 6. Embiid from outside. The rebound by Middleton. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 3 assists now in this one.
It is simply amazing to watch Antetokounmpo sprint the floor like an Olympic track star, covering up so much ground with those long strides the way he does.
Timeout called the 76ers. One of the stories here, Drew Holiday getting it done today.
You know, that defense is helpless right now. I mean, he's got their number, and he knows it.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. Teague comes in for Drew Holiday. Dwight Howard's checked in for Philadelphia. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Giannis left side. The 15-footer keeps it alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Simmons. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Cool as they come, Ben Simmons loves taking these big shots.
Teague, the pass to Lopez. Giannis outside. And stolen by Harris. And now Philadelphia on the break. Curry's got the ball. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Shots like this prove Seth Curry is unafraid when it comes to taking big shots.
Outside Teague. He kicks to Giannis. That's good, and so Teague with the assist.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it, that's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
Here's Simmons. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Quick shot there, and it's off target. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Philadelphia. They trail by 7. Harris kicks to Curry. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
And good that time.
And Giannis is a beast, the Greek freak, a dominant player on the offensive end.
Bucks have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. And they go to the intentional foul. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the 76ers also making a change. Green's checked in.
Big man coming through. I have to enjoy watching Harris attack the rack with that kind of ferocity.
Teague against Simmons. And stolen by Simmons. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. First free throw is good, and that trims the lead to 6.
The big man is so skilled and has such an infectious personality. Joel Embiid is hard not to love. I mean, he just oozes that kind of attraction. And his potential, unlimited.
The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. No good with the triple. Green inside. Working on Portis. Good!
The precision passer, Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And a tough break as his second attempt at the line. No good. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.